What's going on, guys? It's your boy Too Fast Too Smooth, and as you can see, we got the beautiful Yamaha FZ1. Right now I got a new chain and sprocket, so this is what this video is going to be about. My setup, my experience with it so far. I've put some miles on it, and I'm just going to give you a brief review on it, tell you what I did to it and everything. As you guys see, I laid it down already, but I got my frame sliders on, so we should be good for now. And therefore, but if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, hit that like button if you do enjoy the video, and let's get started. Pow. So for those who didn't know, I'm gonna speak about it before I get on the highway. For those who didn't know, who don't follow me on Instagram, which I don't know why you're not following me on Instagram, come on, the link gonna be in the description. But my new setup with chain and sprocket, instead of going stock, which is for the Gen 2 version of the Yamaha FZ1, it's 17 in the front and 45 in the rear. But instead I went to 15 in the front. Yeah, I think 15 in the front, and I stood stock in the rear. Now if you're new to motorcycles, what this does is that it gives you more power off the line, which is what I like, you know, riding motorcycles. I like, you know, the torque, the power down low, the instant power versus, you know, the high speeds. Bro, this bike's at 1,000. You don't really, I don't really need all that high speed. I'm gonna get it anyway. But for this particular bike, and I noticed a lot of it with the Yamahas R1, the R6, even this FZ1, they're geared super tall. So on my stock setup, in first gear when I'm turning off, I would be like bogging, because you know, I'm a heavier guy, so you know, more weight on the bike, more power the bike needs in first gear, and I would feel like it's struggling to actually turn off. However,
Corvette, hop in a motherfucking jet like that, him like that, him that like that. They were.
yeah, I would find it a lot harder for it to take off. It's only until, you know, in first gear, I would only feel the power. Ooh, Shira. I wouldn't feel my power until like I'm in 7,000 RPM, which kind of sucks, because like I said, I like the low end power, so I should have probably gone for like a more naked bike than, you know, the FZ1. But FZ1 is still a fun bike, still has lots of power. Just have to make, you know, the necessary modifications to do what you got to do. So now jumping on the highway, this is the reason that I have my my phone GPS speed, my speedometer on my GPS, and the speedometer on my dash, so you guys can see GPS time, or the more accurate one. I'm actually going like 50 versus what my speedometer said, 66 miles an hour. And the reason for that is because I have the smallest, you know, front sprocket, so it's spinning a lot faster. So according to the sensor, you know, since it's spinning a lot faster, I'm actually going faster than I am. I have done so far, I think I've done about 100 miles on the highway already. And for me, what I've experienced is that, and based on what I read, and I can back it up, number one, you're about 1,000 RPMs higher than what you would normally be on stock gear. So right now I'm in 6th gear going, well, according to the GPS, 66 miles an hour. I'm at 5,000 RPM. If I was on stock, this normally would have been at probably 4,000 RPM. So that's not really a big thing for me. The way I ride, I'm always going to be high in RPMs anyway. However, if you're doing long commutes, literally every day, it's going to kill your gas mileage. Because you know, it's spinning. I don't know, honestly, I don't know how the gas mileage works. I haven't really tested out yet or actually monitor it. I didn't actually take close peep that. I didn't actually pay keen attention before I did the change. But I heard gas mileage, you know, it drops bad. Another thing that drops bad, now unless you actually go in full power or you actually try and race this, which I mean, it's a sport. Touring is more comfortable, not really the racing type of bike, is that you lose top end speed. And that's mainly for our bike, you know, no matter the change you do, well, no matter what bike you do, it's pretty much going to be the same. If you go one down, or if you go a smaller sprocket in the front or a bigger sprocket in the back, you lose your top end speed, but you get more power down low. However, it's the opposite. You know, when you go a bigger sprocket in the front and a smaller sprocket in the rear, you lose a lot of power down low, but you make up for it in the top speed. It really all depends on what you ride as well. So if you're doing highway, a lot of highway every day, all day, long commuting, you would want to go with the bigger sprocket in the front or a smaller one in the rear. That way you keep your RPMs low and you get more gas mileage out of it. Or if you do city more often, you put a smaller front sprocket and a bigger rear sprocket, you know, to get off the line at stoplights and stuff like that, especially if you're not doing long highway speeds. Now, I hate doing highway riding while vlogging because of constant wind noise, but this windscreen helps out a little bit. Hopefully the audio is not too bad for you guys. But I also really wanted to show you guys the difference where the speedometer reading and the actual GPS reading, how if you don't get that speedo healer, it could mess up your thinking about how fast or how slow you're going. I still haven't done a top speed on this with the new setup. I know when I did it on the stock setup, I hit 150, 151. I haven't done it on this yet because the chain is a little too tight, so I'm just riding it out to give it a little more slack and to get used to the chain, I guess. I don't know why. I just haven't done it yet or find the time to do it. So since it's now that it's windy, since I'm going a lot slow, I just want to show you guys what I mean with the more power down low. Like right now, I'm in 2nd gear right now, and at this speed, I think under like 4,000 RPMs in 2nd gear, I'll be like that, which is what I hate. Cause like it feels like the bike wasn't working right. Now I haven't done an ECU flash on it or anything, which will be coming soon. I definitely will keep this bike in a long run, so I will do an ECU flash. So I will probably change my opinion after I've done it, and I'll probably change my setup again. But the ECU flash is coming. But yeah, this is really why I changed the setup. Put, you know, instances like this where I'm mostly low in the RPMs. I don't have to be fogging or shifting as much. I can easily put it in second gear and just be in traffic, you know, in and out, instead of, you know, shifting from first to second all the time. I can just stay in second gear. Alright, now that we finally off that highway, all that wind noise is gone, I'll just better summarize the points that I was trying to make in changing the sprocket to do, you know, whatever sprocket you want, sprocket setup that you want. If you're doing more city riding, basically you want more power off the line, you know, from stoplight to stoplight, from stop sign to stop sign. What you can do is go one down in the front, which is equal to 3 sizes up in the rear. So either one, it's the same. So if you want to go one down in the front or 3 up in the rear, the front sprocket is a lot cheaper. That's why I chose to do the front sprocket. If you're doing a lot of highway, you know, commuting, you want better gas mileages, go bigger in the front. Oh shit, I gotta go. If you want better gas mileage, you go bigger in the front, smaller in the rear. If you want to do more stunty things, like I said, the more power down low, the better. If you want to do more stupid shit like what I want to do, bear in mind there's some positive and negative in whatever setup you run. If you go small in the front or big in the rear, your speed is going to be a lot faster than it should. You're going to lose a lot of gas mileage, but you get more fun out of it if you're doing city shit. I don't know the negatives about going bigger in the front. I've never done it. I rarely hear people do it. But like I said, the positive for that is going to be better gas mileage, and your RPM is going to be a lot lower. So let me make this quick pit stop and continue what I was talking about. Okay. Yeah, like I was saying, if you're the type of rider that really just ride to the city like this, stoplight after stoplight, my best opinion would go one down or 2 or 3 up in the back. If you like to do highways, just flip the opposite. But for this particular bike, the Yamaha FZ1 Gen 2, 15 tooth in the front, I don't know, it's iffy for me because like I said, I'm a bigger guy, so I feel the benefit of it more versus someone probably half my size. They'll probably do like the 16 tooth on the front, or probably just go 2 up in the rear. All about preference, but the 15 tooth and the stock in the rear is pretty much fun for me. Getting off the line real hard is nice. I can easily power wheelie in first. Second gear, I can power wheelie, and that's a kind of and that's the kind of fun I like to have. I just like to do dumb shit. I don't really like speeding like that because, especially in these streets, you don't know who's gonna pull out in front of you, and make sure no cops nearby. Yeah, that's the reason I just like the setup. Easily lift up like nothing. But you know, that's just my review on the 15 in the front and stock in the rear for the Yamaha FZ1. If you guys run a different setup, comment down below what you guys think about it. If you ever run the setup, what you guys feel about this particular setup and any other setup that you may have done. Well, honestly, like, yeah, I really like this bike. I really like the setup so far. Hasn't really got me in trouble yet. and it's enjoyable. It's a lot of fun, the bike especially. So if you did enjoy what I said, how I did my review, please subscribe to the channel if you're new. Smash the like button, you know, show the support. I'm trying to really start motovlogging some more. That way I can be more consistent. For the people that actually do enjoy, I like my videos. I apologize for not being more consistent. So hopefully after this particular video, I'm more consistent. At least, you know, 1 or 2 upload at least once a week. That way you guys can invite your friends over, and that way I can grow as a YouTuber or motovlogger or whatever. So before I go home, I just want to say thank you guys for watching. This is your boy 252 Smooth. I'm out.